Can only think that must be a really difficult afternoon for you, Greg.
For everybody. The first thing I must say is the support that the fans have given me and the players today has been outstanding. And I've let them down today. I haven't let them down as much as they have on the pitch. You know, we were second to everything today for 90 minutes, and I thought even when we came in at 1 each at half time, we were lucky to come in at half time because they were knocking on the door for, you know, large periods of the first half. But then I thought second half we actually played better, but then we conceded 3 goals. You know, we had reports on of you know, they like to get the full backs in, and the play from the back, that was very, very evident. They'll keep passing and passing and passing. They'll never change. They won't change the formation because they believe in a way of how they're going to win games, and that was clear today. And unfortunately, the players that we have on that pitch today, first of all, haven't put a decent shift in for this football club. And secondly, every time we needed somebody to pass the ball, we gave it away with a silly flick or a back heel or something that we don't do in training. And they have decided today to go and throw that sort of performance in. I'm absolutely really disgusted with them, to be honest.
I mean, they were clamouring in the midweek after the defeat against Barwell, they were clamouring for changes. You've made 4 changes today, and again it looked as though you've freshened the side up, and it must be really frustrating because you put players in to do a job and patently they've just not done it.
We went like they did. We went 4-3-3. You know, what we did is we kept the 4 at the back. We just said, look, you know, Darren's come in the team, and I thought Darren Bullock did well. Disappointing that his hamstring is out for Monday. And of course Quinn come off as well, same problem, hamstring. So we had to make 2 changes there straight down the middle of the pitch. That doesn't help, but it's still not an excuse. Darren did well with Michael because he's got good movement, and I felt we dealt with him reasonably well. Of course, when Darren came off, I just felt we'd lost. It just seemed as though it's very, very open. We didn't want their fullbacks to come out with it. The number 3 and the number 2, particularly the 2 first half, pushed right on us. But didn't really hurt us. But second half, the 3 pushed on, and the second goal come from that. You know, we've seen what the 3 can do. He's got a lovely left foot. And what do? We show him on his left foot, 20 yards away from goal. And we should be showing on his right. That's basic stuff. You know, they have, all they've done today is they've kept the ball really, really well. And when we've actually got the ball back, we give it to them straight back. Because we've got people flicking at the ball and you know, back heeling and not getting under control, and they've shown us today how to play football. And fair play to Trafford, I thought they were absolutely outstanding, but we've actually helped them along and given them a bit of a G up, I'm afraid. Unfortunately,
it doesn't get any easier. Got a really tough game now on Monday at Rushall. What do you do? I mean, I was talking in commentary, I was trying to think, well, what do you do for Monday?
Well, I'm still very, very positive. You know, and it's my job now is at this football club is to get them lads in that dressing room to give them enough confidence to go and win it at Rushall. Rushall's going to be like Barwell. It's going to be simple as it always is when you play Rushall. It's a battle. It's a battle of who's going to roll the sleeves up and get the better of their men. And I thought today the only 2 players that we had were Oliver Davies, who I thought was outstanding at left back. I thought Michael Carr did a really good job on the 10. The rest of the team, you know, I cut Michael Lennon a little bit of slack for the fact that when he did get the ball to his feet, he looked dangerous. First half, it was bouncing off Quinny, it was bouncing off Fab. You know, we were giving them balls up there, but it was just coming straight back, Harry. The first goal come from Fab's bad touch on the halfway line. Then 2 passes, goal. I know they've got a lot of work to do, but that should be sticking. That's got to be sticking. And I know that Fab's a fan favourite, and I'm his biggest fan. But the thing is, he's got to sharpen himself up, you know. But he's not on his own. But he can do that. You know, he's just got to concentrate a little bit more. It's coming off Quinny as well. But I can go through everybody. Michael Carr's in there on his own today. It's a good job he was in there because the other 2 are non-existent. And when they got the ball, they give it away. You know, so it's a bit of everything, Gary. You know, Sheldon, come on, he's rusty, but I've got to get these minutes into him to get him unrusty. You know, but it is disappointing. I've just said to him in there, losing games is a really bad habit to get out of. You know, you've got to step out of this very, very quickly. You know, this game's coming quickly on Monday. You know, I'm hoping that they can have a little look at themselves and think, right, how can I put this right? The only way they can put it right, Gary, is by doing their jobs on Monday over at Rushall, and it's going to be a similar sort of game it was to Barwell. We know where we let ourselves against Barwell, and we have to put that right. I will do my very best to put the best team on the pitch. Okay, I haven't got those two at my, at my beck and call on Monday. But there's lads who've come into the team today who've been sort of banging on the door. Why aren't he in? And they haven't taken their opportunities. And I've been fair with everybody here, but they're not being fair with me at the minute, Gary. But at the end of the day, I'm the one person here who can change things. They can't. And at the end of the day, if they don't start doing what they should be doing in the team, I'm going to have to look for somebody else, and that's the cold lie today. These fans deserve better than what they've seen today, And like I say, I'll take full responsibility. But when we set up today, we had got 5 players in this team who were an all-attacking threat if we kept the ball. That was Kinsella, Langston, who can both score goals from midfield, and the 3 lads up top. But we didn't keep the ball well enough. We had 5. The other 5 were defenders. Michael Carr was an holding midfielder who did very, very well, and your 4 defenders. So I picked a team at home who I felt if we'd have kept the ball well enough, we could have done really well here. Could have played 1 up top, didn't I? Went with 3. I went for it. It didn't work because we didn't keep the ball well enough. The amount of flicks today, and the ball's not getting under control, it was embarrassing.
But you can't score without the ball, can you?
Exactly, you can't. Having said that, 3-1, Lannon's gone through, Fab's gone through, Jermaine's had a free head at the back stick, and we haven't scored. And they punished us second half. They didn't punish us first half. And like I say, I was happy to come in at 1 each half time because we hadn't played well. There was too many people giving the ball away and not actually chucking it in. And Gary, these are basic things. Trap a ball, pass it simple. And that's all they did. Our goal came from them passing from the back. But did they change? No, they didn't. Because their players are, used to getting the ball from the back, passing it around, and even when we scored from their mistake, they carried on doing it. And I've got nothing but compliments for Trafford how they play football today. But like I say, we played a massive part on that because we weren't tight enough. The number 6 and the number 8, when they got the ball, were not marked. The number 10 was because Michael Carr got that. The 6 and the 8 were not marked by Sean Kinsella and Jack Langston when we hadn't got the ball. Now when we got the ball, they weren't marking them, but because we didn't keep the ball long enough, we couldn't get them in. Where they were keeping the ball, the 6 and the 8 were getting in all the time and supporting the front man. So keeping the ball was the lesson today, unfortunately. But like I say, when you've got 2 lads who are, only deserve an opportunity on Monday, in Davies and Carr, it's like I say, we've got a lot of problems. Hell of a lot of problems in this football team, Gary, and I've showed them a lot of respect, and I've tried to get this team together for this Saturday. And as soon as they cross that white line there, they know exactly what they've got to do. I haven't played anybody in a position what they've never played before. They're all au fait to what they should be doing. We told them before the game what we expected from them, and they've not turned up. Now I can shout and bawl and try and motivate this, but they've got to do it on the pitch, Gary. They've got to do it on the pitch. I'll take responsibility, but unfortunately they haven't today, and that's the most disappointing thing. And I'll rephrase it again, the support we've had today has been top draw, and they don't deserve that, but I'll take responsibility for it.
And Monday, roll our sleeves up and go again, because that's what we'll have to do.
It's a battle. You can talk to any manager who plays against Rushall. First of all, you've got to get the basics right, and you have got to battle. People get on against Peter Ealer and this, that and the other. What Peter Ealer gives you, he gives you 110% in here. Unfortunately, 2 on many of them today didn't even give us the 10%. You know what I mean? So, okay, he might not be technically brilliant, that's fine. But if I've got players in there who are not going to put a shift in and give the ball away, I might as well play Peter. And Peter knows that, he knows he's limited. But the thing is, I wanted to keep those 2 on today to give them an opportunity. And they've not done it. I'm not just picking them 2 out, we've just been overrun in midfield. And them 3 those 3 were outclassed today, unfortunately, apart from Michael. Michael showed good experience today.
We'll try again Monday.
Well, we will, but we just have to, we have to stay positive, It will be very, very easy for me to start chucking things around in there. We haven't. We've had a proper discussion. I've made my feelings very, 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 very clear to these players that I feel they've let this football club down today. And at the end of the day, like I say, if it doesn't change quickly, they don't change quickly, I'll change it for them. They've been told that, so it's up to them now. They're going to have to roll the sleeves up, like you say.
Cheers, Greg.
Pleasure.
Okay, thank
Thanks,
you.
Gary.